channel Creative Art. I am Nilima
and today we are going to make this beautiful antique look British rose sculpture painting.
Sculpture painting is done using sculpture paste and palette knife. Sculpture paste is a decorative paste which can be used to do 3D artwork, to create flowers and do relief works. So friends, do watch my complete video to make a beautiful sculpture painting yourself, and do subscribe my channel friends for more creative art painting videos, and do press the bell icon to get notification for each video I post every week. All the materials are listed in the description box below with their links from where you can also buy them. So let's quickly check out all the materials now friends.
To make this beautiful sculpture painting, first of all we are going to need sculpture paste, and this time we are going to use Virginia Emerald decorative plaster paste for sculpture painting. I'm going to use a rose pink, white and olive green color. You can also use any other sculpture paste available to you, and for doing the sculpture painting I'm going to use a Mount Martha number 10 palette knife which looks like this. Other than that, sometimes I also like to use few acrylic colors for changing the shade of my sculpture painting or doing the background work. This time as a base, I'm going to use a round cut MDF board of 10 into 10 inches in size and 5 mm in thickness. And for the decoration and the border part, I'm going to use the Fevicryl molded, which is an air dried clay. And for varnish, I'm going to use the artist picture varnish, which is a spray varnish and very easy in application. And to hang this beautiful decorative art piece, I'm going to use a multi-purpose hanger which can be used to hang any kind of plate or paintings on wall using this. I'm going to mention the list of all these materials with their links so that you can buy them online. So let's start the video now friends. Now first of all, we will start by priming our base by using camel texture white. I'm going to use a flat hair brush. So take a little bit of texture white in your paintbrush, mix it with water and start applying it on the base in this way. So this is how it looks. Now we will let it get dry for 15 minutes and then we can start doing the sculpture painting. Now till our base gets dry, let's prepare the sculpture paste. So here I have taken some white color sculpture paste in which I'm going to mix just a drop of black acrylic color to give it a gray shade. Just this much would be enough. Let's mix it thoroughly. So here we have got the ash color, or you can say the gray color sculpture paste, which we're going to start spreading on our base as our base is completely dry now. Place the complete sculpture paste. Now using the same palette knife, I'm spreading it on the base in this way. After spreading out the gray sculpture paste, this is how our base looks. So here I have some more fresh white sculpture paste in my palette knife, and then using that I'm going to simply drag a little bit of it in this way. Do this from both the sides. Now I'm going to use just a little bit of neon pink, mix it with the white sculpture paste and drag it along in this way. And then in the same way I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, mix it with the white sculpture paste and drag it in just few parts in the same way. And I think I have got enough color on my base, so let me level it up using some other palette knife. This is how you have to level it up. Just go back and forth without disturbing any layer of the sculpture paste. Okay, just press it down to the base. I think I need a little bit of more white here. Now this is how our base looks when I have finally completed doing the leveling up of all the colors. I know it's a little bit of pop-up of all the colors in the base itself, but this is how I want it to be. So now let's start preparing for our sculpture painting. First of all, I'm going to use the olive green color, and I'm also going to add a little bit of fresh green and the neon yellow color to make the exact leaf color I want. To brighten up the color of this sculpture paste, I'm going to add a little bit of neon yellow color in it, and I also need to add some of the light green color, and then give it a very nice mix. Make it look like the light green color I want. After mixing the color completely, this is how it looks. Now for the next color, I'm thinking to add just a little bit of red to make it that brown looking color, and this is how it looks. Now here we have both the colors ready for making the leaves. So this looks like fresh green and this looks like a tree wood red. So using my palette knife number 10, I'll start scraping green sculpture paste from one side in this way. When I get excess on the other side, I'm simply going to scrape out the excess, then start collecting a little bit of redwood color in this way, and then place a very simple leaf. Cut out the excess green, clean my palette knife. Now do the same from the other side of palette knife. When you have received an excess, cut it out. Take some redwood on the other side and then just place it in this way. Cut out the excess. Finally lift up one side of the leaf and pick up the other side, joining both of them in this way. Now here you can see that our leaf is ready, and while placing it on base, we can give it any shape, flipping or a side shape as we like. In the same way, I'm going to make few more leaves. Start cutting the sculpture paste from one side. Then collect the redwood color and then gently place the leaf in this way. Do the same for the other side also. When you have got excess on the other side, just scrape off the excess. Take some redwood. This is how it should look, and place the leaf in this way. It's a very pretty and beautiful process, right? Bring both of them together, and here we have got beautiful two-shaded leaf. So friends, in the same way, I will be making more rose leaves. Next, for making the flowers, I'm going to use white and pink smoke color sculpture paste. Now let's start by preparing the sculpture paste first of all. Whenever I'll take out a fresh sculpture paste, I like to mix it very well using my palette knife in this way. Consistency is already so smooth and easy to mix. So now level it up in this way from both the sides. First, I'll start by laying a small leaf right here, and then let's start by making few petals. Spread out the white sculpture paste in this way. I'm going to use my palette knife number 10 and start scraping from one side of my palette knife. Tiny petal right here. Clean my palette knife and start scraping from the other side. I think I need to place a leaf right here. I'll bend this petal in this way. As my leaves have gone partially dry, so I'll directly place them just using my hand. Continue with more petals. If you want a sharp edge, just clean the next side in this way. And again, start collecting the sculpture paste. Do the same from other side also. Now in the same way, I have taken some old pink sculpture paste right here, and I'm going to show you how we are going to make the dual shade petal. First, take some of your white color sculpture paste in palette knife. As soon as I have got a uplifted part, I'm going to scrape it out and make it smooth like this. Then I'm going to scrape some of that old pink and make the petal look like this. Simply lay it down in this way, separating the two sides. Do the same for the side also. And now it's finally time to start creating the center. For that, I'm just going to use the old pink. I'm going to add just a little bit of neon pink in it. Scraping a little bit of light pink first, then start scraping this neon pink sculpture paste. There's a real beautiful petal. Finally, I'm going to take some neon pink color sculpture paste in my palette knife in this way. And now, gently lay them in this way. Now again start scraping sculpture paste. First the lighter color, then the darker shade. Lay it down, cut out the excess. Gently lift the petal, place it exactly where you want it. Now in the same way, one by one, I'll keep placing the petals. Now placing the last and final petal in this way. That's it. And now I'm going to place leaves according to the flower wherever I want to place them. As the leaves are partially dry now, so I'm directly picking up them using my hand. Place them in all the directions. Now I have finally completed placing all the leaves on the base, and this is how beautiful it looks. The leaves are still half wet, half dry. So now I'll let it get dry for at least 24 hours and then we can start doing our next step. After 24 hours, friends, our base, flower as well as the leaves are completely dry, and once they are dry they become a rock solid and the shape will be firm as forever. Now you can clearly see how beautiful the shading part of the rose looks, as well as I just love the background we have made. The flower absolutely looks natural and I just love the coloring we have done. So now friends, I feel that there should be some kind of border surrounding our base. So let's start preparing that border. For making the border to our base, I'm going to use Fevicryl molded clay. This is an air dry clay in which you get two different parts like this, which we have to cut and mix in equal proportion. For this size of base, we're just going to need one pair. Placing both the clay side by side, I'm going to make a nice cut. In this way. This is absolutely half. Now take some talcum powder in your hand, apply it all over your base and your hand, and mix both the clay. You have to mix both the parts very well till you get just one color, which will look gray. Now this is how our clay looks when we have finally completed mixing it. It's of one uniform color. So I'll just take half part of it first and then keep the rest half. Spread some talcum powder on my base in this way so that won't let this clay stick on the base, and we can easily roll out, placing it on the base in this way. Just keep it stretching to the other end. Stretch it long. Make sure that the thickness is uniform. And in the same way, make one more string of equal size and thickness. Okay, so now we have got two equal size of strings, and these two are quite long that it can directly fit on the entire circle of the base. So now I'm going to hold two sides of the string in this way and start twisting them very gently so that it should not break from any side. I'm going to continue this till the center. You can see. Do this without stretching the string as much as possible. After doing a complete twist, you'll receive this kind of beautiful twisted rope kind of structure. If you get any breakage from the edgings, just cut them off and take a very good, fine and solid piece. Okay, now after twisting it, you'll finally receive this kind of beautiful clay structure. If you have any breakage in the middles, you can simply break and remove those parts so that you may get a very fine looking twist. And now hold the base in this way just take a rough measurement, and this is how beautiful it is going to look when we are going to place it on the edges. So let's take a half measurement, which is exactly like this. Using a Fevicol, I'll place the clay exactly on the borders. Now applying Fevicol on the sides. Okay, I think this much is exact to the measuring. And then place it gently and then bring the clay close to the base and finally press the clay on the glue. So this will make it stick completely to the base. Now we will leave it for at least 1 hour, and then I'm also going to prepare the next side, place it, complete it, and then show you how does it looks. Okay? Now after completing the border, this is how beautiful our sculpture painting looks. It absolutely makes it look perfect, and I just love that we have discovered a new type of border that we can use in our sculpture painting. So now friends, I'm going to use some acrylic color and color the complete border using my flat hair brush, and the shade I'm going to use is absolutely an ash color, which will definitely match with our painting. I don't want the border to be very bright or dark, so I'm going to use a very neutral color. This is how it looks, and color the entire border using the same. Now in the same way, I have completed doing the coloring of the complete border side, and now I'm going to use just a little bit of gold acrylic color in my paintbrush and give our base a slight touch of gold. In this way, just take a little bit of color in your paintbrush, tap and give a slight white. Okay, you don't have to take a lot of it. If by mistake you have got a lot of gold somewhere, you can simply take some water and mix it up. Now in the same way, I'm going to do a highlighting on the border using gold. So using my brush, I'm gently going to tap in this way. And now friends, I will let it get dry and then show you finally how does it looks. Okay? Now after completing all the highlighting part, this is how beautiful our sculpture painting looks. I absolutely love the border design we have done, and the golden finishing touch makes the whole painting brighten up, and the shimmering glow of it, I just love it. After completing the highlighting part, this is how beautiful our sculpture painting looks. I absolutely love the border design we have added using clay. It gives such an antique feeling to this painting, and though we have done the pale color combination for the base and the flowers, it still looks the perfect amount of bright because of the beautiful center white rose we have added with the golden shimmery touch. I just love the antique look and the feel it is giving. You can either frame it or hang it directly on wall using a multi-purpose hanger like this, which can be used to hang plates or any kind of wall decors easily on wall. And friends, before that, do not forget to varnish your sculpture painting using artist picture varnish. As this is a spray varnish, it is really easy in application. Just do 1 or 2 layers of spray varnish each after 2 to 3 hours. Let it get dry in a clean place, and then it is ready to place on your wall.
Friends, if you did like this painting, try watching more similar videos from the same playlist. The link is given in the description box below. And friends, do tell me in the comments below, how did you like my video, friends? And if you do like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.